Hello, my name is Tiffany Rondon, and to answer some of the professor's questions, I'm going to use three books as of an example. What kind of reader you are if someone enters your house and see your books? Well, I have a small library in one of the rooms, and if they enter, they're gonna notice that I love fantasy, but also my bookcases are separated in a kind of order. I have one for mangas only, and the other one, which is the bigger one, is divided in contemporary fantasy books, and the other ones are scholarly historical books, in where I have a lot of medieval stuff. And why do you usually write on the books? Well, I'm a kind of person that love to write on books and margins. So usually, for example, if I have a book like this, which is the annotated version of Alice in Wonderland, I'm gonna write on it. I'm also a student of literature, so I usually write on them. This is the dust cover for the book. As you can see, it is used as a sticker. And I usually leave the stickers on because most of my library has, almost all of them, used books. So you can see we have the rabbit as the older edition of the drawings. And when I bought this book, it had already this kind of hated, but I guess it was to mark where the dust cover ended. Also, I'm a kind of person that loves to use the gel marker. So when I opened this book, I noticed that there was some markings that had pink marker, so it kind of sucks, but. And some of the things that were marked by the person were also in orange. And sometimes I did not quite agree if the person thought it was important. But for example, this one, I mark it on yellow too. And yes, I quite write. Usually I write the same thing, just in a fast read-like moment. For example, in here, Alice is saying that she knows French and music, so I write on the margins, she also learned French and music, so I don't have to look at the whole paragraph, I just look at my annotations, which is going to be faster. Also, for example, in this story, she talks about the lessons, because there's a pun, the lesson, so I had to write down the information the book was giving in order to understand how the day's lesson and understand why Alice asked, what do they actually do in the free day. This book is really special because besides having amazing annotations that help me to understand the story and to share it with my companions in the university, it's illustrated too, so it's just really wonderful. And as you can see, I mark and I write a lot. And the pages are really good to write out. It's really soft, but if you write down or anything, it won't go to the other page. It stays on there. It doesn't mark the other page. The other two examples are other of my two favorite books, which is these two. And for example, this one is the Book of Kells. It's from Studio Miniatures. As you can see, it's really small. And it's really special because when you study medieval manuscripts, you're gonna see that the Book of Kells is one of the well-made books, even if it wasn't finished, because it has some particular things. Just for example, to mention one is the color green. It's used a lot, and well, it's perfectly made, and I love it. It's one of my favorite manuscripts ever, and it was made in Ireland by Celtic monks from medieval times. And in this particular edition, you can carry it around anywhere you like, and you're going to have plates from the book. I think it's around 60 plates. And in person, it looks even way better, even more colorful. And besides having the images, which we're starting now the plates, it also has information, which is really good because, as I said, you can carry around, but then it has the most famous images or the more beautiful ones. And you're going to have the name of the image, and as I said, the page, the folio, and some information about the lettering, the margins, and even the pages for the information. It looks like a manuscript. And well, it's just very beautiful to be able to have one of your favorite books, not complete of course, but some of the most important plates from the book, to be able to have it. And if you're teaching manuscripts, or if you want to teach someone at home, like, hey, I like medieval manuscripts, do you want to learn a little bit? You can show him or her this book, and it will be a great example to talk about the different lettering, the margins, and of course, how the medieval times made descriptions of the Word of God, the Bible. Another one will be this one. It's in Spanish. Canto de Amor, El Cantar de los Cantares, which is the Song of Songs or the Song of Solomon. And why do I like this particular edition? Because since I found it online, it's not really known. So I don't have a lot of information as of where does this particular cover comes from. I don't know which manuscripts it. But probably it did talk about the Song of Songs, because up here it has, I think, the name in Latin, Cantica Canticolo or Canticol. I'm not really that sure, but it is a beautiful edition. And if you love medieval books, medieval related books, you should totally get this small book from the San Pablo house. As you open up, there's another image in the dust cover. And this is the other one. And this is the back of the book. Okay. So I'm going to show you the book. It's a more colorful red, and it's kind of made the same because they're both printed in Italy. And there's some more images around the pages. And in the introduction and along the other pages of the book, they're going to have the same illustration at the top of the page. But for example, there's some pages along the story of the Bible in which they have another image, as you can see. So Answering another question as of how do you acquire it, bought it? Well, I usually buy my books online because I live in Puerto Rico and usually these books you're not going to find them in here. But also because I love to shop online and usually you're gonna find books like this special online. And I actually gave this book to another friend who loves medieval and we were studying medieval manuscripts in the university. And when I bought it, I fell so in love with it that I told her about it, but I didn't show her. And so I decided to give her this book as a gift. And to finish, if you would like to recommend more medieval books, or if you need more information, I'm going to post a code to find the books online. And I hope you like them. And if you buy them, please tell me about it. And well, answering another question, as you can see, I don't really use this much. I don't really use them much. And I like to have them, pretty cleaned, not almost never using them. Just, show them and for references, but not even that. But this one, I do use it. I used it a lot this semester in one of the literature classes. And as I said, if you need assistance with Alice in Wonderland or anything related to Lewis Carroll, you have to get this copy. Well, thank you for watching and hope you like them. Bye.